Good evening, bonsoir. Bienvenue à la séance ordinaire publique le 4 mai. Welcome to the regular public meeting on May the 4th. Please rise for the national anthem. We'll also do the territorial acknowledgement. We respectfully acknowledge the City of Bathurst as the ancestral homeland of the Mi'kmaq. Today, these lands are homes to a diverse population of Indigenous and other peoples. We also acknowledge with respect the diverse histories and culture of the Mi'kmaq in this region. Nous reconnaissons avec respect l'emplacement de la ville de Bathurst en tant que terre ancestrale du peuple Mi'kmaq. Aujourd'hui, ces terres sont hôtes d'une population diverse, comprenant personnes natives du territoire et autres patries. Nous reconnaissons aussi avec respect l'histoire et les diverses cultures du peuple Mi'kmaq de la région. On va aller à l'approbation de l'ordre du jour, adoption of the agenda. Ms. Parker.
That the agenda be approved as presented.
Right, I'll need someone to move. Councillor Willett, seconded by Councillor Branch. Ready for the question? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Ms. Parker, do we have any declaration of conflict of interest?
No conflicts of interest declared.
We'll go to adoption of the minutes, l'approbation du procès verbal, séance ordinaire publique le 20 avril 2026, regular public meeting held on April 20th, 2026. Ms. Parker.
That the minutes of the regular public meeting dated April 20th, 2026 be approved as circulated.
All right, I'll need someone to move. Councillor Honda, seconded by Councillor Scary. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. So, we have an announcement and a retirement with us today or this evening. So I'll say a few words first. Today we recognize and celebrate the retirement of Constable Christine Albert, marking the end of an exceptional career spanning 29 years of dedicated services. Aujourd'hui, nous soulignons et célébrons la retraite de Constable Christine Albert, marquant la fin d'une carrière exceptionnelle totalisant 29 années de service dévoué. Christine began her career with the Bathurst Police Force as a dispatcher before pursuing her passion for policing. She graduated from the Atlantic Police Academy in 2000 and went on to serve the community with professionalism, integrity, and unwavering commitment, leaving a lasting impact on both the organizations and those she served. Christine a débuté sa carrière au sein de la force policière de Bathurst à titre de répartitrice avant de poursuivre sa passion pour le métier policier. Elle a obtenu son diplôme de l'Académie de la police de l'Atlantique en 2000 et a servi la communauté avec professionnalisme, intégrité et un engagement constant, laissant une empreinte durable tant au sein de l'organisation que de la communauté qu'elle a protégée. As one of the early female police officers within the department, Christine has helped pave the way for future generation of women in policing. Her leadership, experience, and dedication did not go unnoticed, and she earned the respect of colleagues across all the services. Parmi la première femme policière de la force policière de Bathurst, Christine a contribué à ouvrir la voie aux futures générations de femmes dans la force policière. Son leadership, Son expérience et son dévouement n'ont pas été inaperçus. Elle a gagné le respect de ses collègues dans tous les secteurs du service. Congratulations, félicitations, Christine. We thank you for your service. On vous remercie pour vos services, and I'll ask to please come up. We're going to miss you. All right, I'm going to ask council to please join us. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to. Nobody's here. Thank you. Happy retirement. Okay. So we were going to bypass finances and les arrêtés municipaux. On va aller directement à résolution provisoire, draft resolution. 9.1, authorizing the award contract for bus purchase. Donc, autorisation donc, de contribuer le contrat à l'achat d'un autobus. Ms. Parker.
That the Chaleur Regional Service Commission be authorized to award a purchase contract to a bidder for the acquisition of a bus for a maximum net amount of $186,814.29 after deduction of any grants received.
All right, I'll need someone to move. Councillor Branch, seconded by Councillor LeBlanc. Councillor Burnett.
Thanks, Madam Mayor. Why are we purchasing another bus? We're just getting the thing rolling along, and well,
Yeah, so
quite an acquisition.
Yeah, well, here's the thing is that we, when they present it to Regional Service Commission, so as you know, there is funding with federal and provincial, and the application has been sent in, again, to qualify for the 80% for the bus. So we've already spoke to our deputy. There's funding out there for these. And in there is, because it'll take about 4 months to get the bus, so they're going to rent us a bus. And we're going to pay for the rental of the bus. But since we are averaging about 1,000 users per week, as opposed to hoping we would get 100 users per week, there's enough coming in to pay for the rental. So the rental of the bus will pay for itself.
And we'll have an extra one in town.
Yes, so this one will be a 16-passenger bus because they are refusing people in the morning to go to work.
Wow.
Yeah, our numbers keep increasing more and more. It's getting more and more popular. And we're surpassing the 1,000 per week right now.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
money goes through the Regional Service Commission.
Through the Regional Service Commission, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Councillor Branch?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Kind of similar. I was wondering the same thing, like, so we feel we will be able to get grants and from federal and provincial, so we will not.
There's funding out there right now, even going into 2026 for other municipalities to be able to join and get the 80% and the 10%. So Councillor Willett, being the president at the Regional Service Commission, has already spoken. They've already done the legwork behind the scenes.
So the usage is much higher than planned. Do we know what that did to the operating cost? Like we were giving a subsidy of like $221,000, I think, for the first year.
Yep.
So is that subsidy gonna be higher or lower because like a new bus will add additional operating costs?
No, we're within the budget, because the sales are doing extremely well. And, they will come and do a presentation probably, you know, I figure in the 6-month mark, they're gonna come and give us a true update. But based on costs, we're still within our costs because our sales are doing so well.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm good with that. Any other questions? No? Okay, we'll go to the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. 9.2, P003-26, chargeuse sur roue articulée. P003-26, articulated wheeled loader. Can't even read in English or in French. Ms. Parker.
That proposal P003-26 articulated wheeled loader be awarded to Atlantic Coastal Equipment of Truro, Nova Scotia for a total of $203,262 plus tax.
All right, I'll need someone to move. Councillor Legacy, seconded by Deputy Mayor Knowles. We have questions. Okay. Councillor Burnett.
Thanks, Madam Mayor. Is this an addition to our fleet, or is it a replacement of one that's in our fleet already?
Mr. Pettigrew? Okay, Mr. Abernathy, I'm going to get you the mic. You're good.
Thank you, Your Worship. This is the replacement of Unit 653 trackless unit. So it's a sidewalk cleaning unit for both sweeping in the summertime and snow removal in the wintertime. It comes with this, a snow blower and a snow blade. So we're kind of splitting our fleet half between trackless units, which are the ones that look less like a loader and more just like a box. That's a trackless unit, and these are articulated wheel loaders, so they're smaller loaders, so they move in a different way. They have different capabilities, so we're looking to split things up between the two and have a fleet of 3 tracklesses and 2 articulated wheel loaders right now.
Thank you.
All right. Councillor Branch?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I guess my question will be for Mr. Abernathy also. Just when I look, like we do like that weighted average for evaluating purchases, and I noticed between like the first and second place bidder, there was that bit of a difference there, and I was just wondering, like, that difference in the specification, does that impact the efficiency of the unit or anything like that, or?
So the main difference in the scores was the quality of the blower. So we got more of an industrial dual auger blower for which is a significantly more expensive attachment for nowhere near the difference in price. So essentially the unit met all of our specifications but had a significantly better attachment, and therefore it met the specification better than the other.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So the second place one met the specification, but this one essentially exceeded the specification for a minimal upcharge.
Exactly. So if any unit did not meet specification, they would be near 0 on the score.
Okay. No, perfect. Okay, thank you.
Right. Councillor Willett?
Thank you, Madam Mayor. My question will be for Mr. Abernathy also. So I see we didn't get very many comebacks for this bidding, so this was specific. I'm thinking probably because it's probably only 48. Is it the same 48 inches wide, same thing as our Wacanoos?
Oh, hold on, I'll give you back your mic. Lost connection. Okay.
It's not 48 inches wide. I believe this unit is somewhere between 52 and 56 inches wide, but it is a significantly smaller unit. Not all makes make them. If anybody feels like they probably wouldn't have been competitive, I would guess they wouldn't bid, but we can't really control what bids we get. So.
Okay, so and we're replacing one unit, but we did buy one unit at auction that was a trackless.
Yep. Yeah, so the unit we bought from City of Riverview replaces 636, which is a 2005-ish unit. Okay. We're going to keep that unit anyway, just as a spare, because it's not worth any money to sell it. But we're going to keep that unit anyway. The 653 we are going to discard because it's of no use at all. It's old. It literally broke in half, and I think it needs a motor job and everything else. So it's pointless to keep. But our other unit we are going to keep as a backup unit.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so we'll go to the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. On va aller à l'entente parc de planche à roulettes commémoratif Fred Pitt, dont license agreement Fred Pitt Memorial Skate Park. Ms. Parker.
That council members approve the license agreement between the Evangeline Pentecostal Church and the City of Bathurst, and that the mayor and city clerk be authorized to sign all related documents on behalf of the city.
All right, I'll need someone to move. Councillor Legacy, seconded by Deputy Mayor Knowles. Ready for the question? Conseiller Leblanc.
Merci, Madame la mairesse. Juste vite, avant que j'assume qu'on va approuver ça, je voulais juste dire, je ne sais pas si vous avez remarqué dernièrement, c'est vraiment le fun de voir notre... je ne sais pas comment on appellerait ça, pour faire du planche à roulettes, c'est notre parc.
Oui.
En tout cas, il est toujours rempli. Puis tu sais, on a eu un problème à un moment donné où il y avait beaucoup de bicyclettes et ça nuisait un peu aux gens qui aimaient s'en servir de la bonne façon, si tu veux. Je veux pas dire que la bicyclette, c'est de la mauvaise façon, mais c'est dangereux quand il y a des gens qui font de la planche. Et puis, dernièrement, comme samedi, là, on l'a vu, là, il devait y avoir 30 enfants qui faisaient de la planche là, et à tout, il faut qu'il fait beau. Et puis, l'organisation ici, dans laquelle on va re-signer le contrat avec aujourd'hui, je voudrais lui dire merci parce que les autres, là, vraiment, ils gardent le parc en bon état. Puis les enfants adorent, j'en entends des échos. Ça fait que merci à eux pour ce qu'ils font. Puis, encore une fois, le parc Fred Pitt, il sert beaucoup.
Oui. Oh, oui, il y a plusieurs de jeunes qui se tiennent là. Il y avait de la musique plus tard cet après-midi, là.
Il y en avait-tu aujourd'hui encore?
Oui, oui, il y avait de la musique
Ah,
encore
c'est
là
trop beau.
aujourd'hui.
Trop beau de voir
Oui.
ça.
Ah oui, c'est super beau. On va aller à la question. Tous en faveur signifiant en disant oui. Contre non. Motion adoptée. Okay. Amendment to Resolution Civic Address Correction. Furlot Crescent. Ms. Parker.
Whereas, council previously adopted a resolution under item 9.7 referencing the civic address 1465 Furlot Crescent during the regular public meeting held April 20th, 2026, and whereas it has since been identified that the correct civic address should be 1445 Furlot Crescent. Now therefore be it resolved that council amend the original resolution adopted under item 9.7 by replacing the address 1465 Furlot Crescent with 1445 Furlot Crescent wherever it appears.
All right, I'll need someone to move. Councillor Burnett, seconded by Councillor Anderson. Questions? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. It was a typo error. It happens. Entente Paddle Shack Chaleur, dont license agreement with Paddle Shack Chaleur. Ms. Parker.
That council members approve the license agreement between Chaleur Paddle Shack Incorporated and the City of Bathurst, and that the mayor and city clerk be authorized to sign all related documents on behalf of the city.
All right, I'll need someone to move in second. Councillor Branch, seconded by Councillor LeBlanc. Councillor Burnett.
Thanks, Madam Mayor. Could we have an explanation on what this is, please, the company and what it does?
All right, Mr. Pettigrew. Mr. Wilbur, you have the mic.
Thank you, Your Worship. Paddle Shack Chaleur is a new company which was recently founded, who, as of just since our previous in-camera discussion, had purchased the assets from East Coast Adventures, and are looking to enter into a lease agreement under the same conditions with the municipality that we had in place with East Coast Adventure. The business model is the same, the offering to the community is the same. It's just another group of young entrepreneurs who are essentially taking over that operation in lieu of East Coast Adventures.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
All right. So we'll go to the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. On va aller à point discuté à huis clos. Items discussed in camera. Entente East Coast Adventures. License agreement with East Coast Adventures. Ms. Parker.
That council members approve the license agreement between East Coast Adventure Co. and the City of Bathurst as discussed in camera on April 20th, 2026 pursuant to Section 68 of the Local Governance Act, and that the mayor and city clerk be authorized to sign all related documents on behalf of the city.
All right, I'll need someone to move. Councillor Honda, seconded by Councillor Scarry. Conseiller Leblanc.
Merci, Madame la mairesse. Je pensais juste que pour les gens qui écoutent, là,
Oui.
c'est bien que c'est un peu mêlant, ça, ici. Là. Juste comprendre que East Coast Adventure, c'est celui-là qui est à U-Haul. Puis que l'autre, lui qui a été vendu, c'est celui-ci ici, je pense, c'est la rue Queen.
C'est sur la causeway.
Oui, sur le causeway.
Ouais.
Ça fait que juste pour clarifier pour les gens, pour qu'ils sachent que c'est pas... qu'on n'a pas vendu. En tout cas.
Yeah.
C'est-
Oui, le premier est sur le causeway.
C'est
Et
ça.
East
Puis le
Coast
deuxième,
Adventure,
c'est
c'est
celui
celui-là
qui
qui est
a
sur à la plage qu'on a eu des dernières années.
Merci.
OK. All right, so we'll go to the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. On va aller à l'entente 109, trait d'union 1, rue Maine. So license agreement with 109, Suite 1, Main Street. Ms. Parker.
That council members approve the license agreement between 763660 NB Limited and the City of Bathurst as discussed in camera on April 27, 2026 pursuant to Section 68 of the Local Governance Act, and that the mayor and city clerk be authorized to sign all related documents on behalf of the city.
All right, I'll need someone to move. Councillor Willett, seconded by Councillor LeBlanc. We'll go to the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Oppose. Motion carried. Okay, 9.6.3. Subvention, entente de lotissement, Fulham Construction, subdivision agreement, Fulham Construction. Ms. Parker.
That council members approve the subdivision development agreement between Fulham Construction Limited and the City of Bathurst as discussed in camera on April 27, 2026 pursuant to Section 68 of the Local Governance Act, and that the mayor and city clerk be authorized to sign all related documents on behalf of the city.
All right, I'll need someone to move. Councillor Legacy, seconded by Councillor Anderson. Ready for the question? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Oppose. Motion carried. All right. Do we have any administration report?
We have no reports from administration.
Okay. Committee report. Councillor Legacy, would you be comfortable to kind of talk about how well it went on the last Friday?
Yes, Bay Breakfast. I'm just pulling up the numbers here.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was 1,303 breakfasts served despite the weather, and we were actually up from last year of 73. So, people still came out and supported, even though it was the torrential downpour that happened that morning. But I also saw a couple of the city crew departments go out and support, so appreciate that on our end as well. But yeah, no, I think we raised about $7,000 for co-action.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. I really had a good time. I was with two students from ESN, and we were at the bistro. And let's just say that it was fun. It was a lot of fun. We decided to do a live to entice people at 7 o'clock in the morning, and we practice. And then we do the live, and then it doesn't go as planned. Anyway, so we're bringing people in because we were outside with the rain, saying rain or shine, come on in. But we still did 132 breakfasts. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and the students asked me if I would do with them again next year. So I'm committing to do with the same team again. I truly enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
You could tell the students definitely enjoyed it as well, because I went to visit a couple of the locations during the event as a runner, and I went to the Tim's on Vanier, and the two students there, they decided they were going to go through the drive-through and talk to all the cars, and the chaperones were all looking at each other. Are you sure you want to do that? We're not made of sugar. Let's go. So all right, have at it.
And it was pouring rain.
Oh, yes. And even a couple of the students got offered jobs throughout it. So you know that everyone's having a good time with it. So thank you for the community support. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Councillor Scarry?
Well, congratulations to the organizers of that for sure. And it's great to see that. I don't know if anybody here remembers the very first Bay Breakfast. That was, this is a spin-off from the very first Bay Breakfast that happened outside the Woolorama many years ago on a September morning in the frost and cold. And it's great to see that the Bay Breakfast still lives on in a different format. Congratulations again to the organizers for carrying it on.
All right. Thank you. So before I do the mayor's report, we have a couple of proclamations. We'll say it in English. So we are doing National Police Week from May 10th to May 16, 2026. Whereas the City of Bathurst would like to recognize National Police Week, May 10th to May 16, 2026, and a week in which we honor the service and the sacrifices of those law enforcement officers that risk their lives to protect our communities and safeguard our democracy. And attendu qu'il y a environ 69 000 agents de police qui servent dans la communauté partout au Canada, y compris les membres dévoués de la force policière de Bathurst, qui jouent un rôle essentiel dans la protection des droits et libertés des citoyens de Bathurst. Et, whereas it is important that all citizens know and understand the responsibilities, duties, hazards, and sacrifices of their law enforcement officers. Attendu que les membres de la force policière de Bathurst servent la population en protégeant la vie et les biens, en les protégeant contre la violence et le désordre et en fournissant un service public vital. Now, therefore, I, Kim Chamberlain, Mayor of Bathurst, do hereby recognize the National Week, May 10 to 16, 2026, as National Police Week in Bathurst, New Brunswick, and publicly salute the service of law enforcement officers in our community, in communities across the nation. I urge all citizens to recognize these officers' faithful and loyal devotion to their responsibilities. I mean, 29 years of service that we had with Constable Christine. So thank you very much for all that you do. National Public Works Week, la Semaine nationale des travaux publics du 17 au 23 mai 2026. Attendu que les professions des travaux publics se concentrent sur les infrastructures, les installations et les services qui sont d'une importance vitale pour les communautés durables et résilientes pour la santé publique, la haute qualité de vie et le bien-être des gens dans la ville de Bathurst. Et whereas these infrastructures, facilities, and services could not be provided without the dedicated efforts of public works professionals who are engineers, managers, and employees at all levels of government and private sectors who are responsible for rebuilding, improving, and protecting our nation's transportation, water supply, water treatment, and solid waste systems, public buildings, and other structures and facilities essentials to our citizens. And attendu qu'il est dans l'intérêt public que les citoyens, les dirigeants civiques et les enfants de la ville de Bathurst acquièrent des connaissances et maintiennent un intérêt et une compréhension continue de l'importance des travaux publics et des programmes de travaux publics dans leurs communautés respectives. Now, therefore, I, Kim Chamberlain, Mayor of Bathurst, do hereby recognize the May 17 to 2026 as National Public Works Week in Bathurst. Mayor's report. So, this is the last mayor report with this council and myself. As you all know, we are in the election process. This is going to be our last council meeting. Donc, c'est notre dernière rencontre, notre dernière réunion avec le Conseil. Les élections sont le 11 de mai. Et donc, c'est notre dernière réunion ce soir. I really want to say thank you to Council. We did a great deal in these last 5 years, and even after the reform where Councillor Scarry and Councillor Branch joined us. We have been very fortunate. If I look around us and see what's happening, we stayed professional at all times. We were a team. We didn't always agree, but that's what it's all about. We are here with different point of views and values, and we're here for the citizens. But at the end of the day, whether we agreed or didn't agree, or whenever we voted, when the vote was done and we walked out of here, we continued working in collaboration and respecting each other. It's been an honor and a privilege for me to be here as mayor, and I could not have asked for a better team. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you to the city staff. The work that they do is by far just top-notch. We are very fortunate to have the employees that we have, and it's been an honor for me to be here. So, we'll see after May 11th, and we'll gather together and we'll see what happens. But I want to wish everybody out there a very good campaign, a great campaign to everyone. And, you know, one thing I say is keep it friendly, keep it respectful, and at the end of the day, we all have to work together. So, and for people on social media, you know, thank you. I've seen mostly it's been quite respectful, and I say thank you to you as well. You know, at the end of the day, we're all human beings, and words can hurt, and you get used to it after a while, but, you know, we're still human beings. So thank you for keeping things respectful, and wish you all good luck. Bonne chance à vous tous, and we'll see each other at the poll on May 11th. Je vous souhaite tous une bonne soirée. Merci d'être avec nous, et merci au Conseil et aux employés de la Ville. On a été une équipe incroyable dans les dernières 5 années et ça a toujours été avec le respect et de travailler en collaboration. This is not a one-man show. This is a team effort. When we work together, we can look at what we've done in the last 5 years. Regardez qu'est-ce qu'on a fait dans les dernières 5 années. Donc, on est super contents. So we'll go to the adjournment of the meeting. Ms. Parker.
That the regular public meeting be adjourned at 7 p.m.
Moved by Councillor Honda, seconded by Councillor Scary. For the last time with this group, so with our group, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Merci d'être avec nous ce soir et bonne journée à vous tous.